Alright, hello everyone, this is DadBod Tactical Gamer, bringing you some gameplay footage of my defensive orc deck versus the Thorns of the Briar Queen. So this is going to be interesting. I haven't had to play someone who's longboarded me in quite a long time. Interesting to see what they're going to do with me having most of the objectives in my end. They probably think I'm going to come at them playing aggressively, but I'm actually going to play a very defensive, sit back and wait build. So, interesting to see what happens here. As always, the purpose of my videos is to help grow the community. Warhammer Underworlds is by far my absolute favorite game. I play the board game and have played for years and years, and now that it's come to a digital version, I'm just overjoyed. And I hope to share with you the thoughts and the insights that go into the strategy of how you play, in hopes that it really will help you with your future games. If you're running into any frustration playing, if you're finding a difficult time getting some wins against some of these warbands, I'd like to try and showcase different warbands you can play with, strategies you can implement, and go from there. So I've got Hold Objective 2 in Supremacy and Ploy Master, which by the looks of it, I'm going to score all three of these. Couldn't really ask for a better starting hand. He discarded Supremacy, Change of Tactics, and Death Sentence. I'm happy with that. And I'm going to make him deploy first. So all his fighters are going to be over here on this side of the board, and I'm going to just turtle behind this beautiful setup that I have. I'm going to deploy my weaker fighters towards the back, leaving my leader Gerzag and Bonekutta a little bit higher, so that if he advances towards me, I can kind of smash his fighters out. Yeah, this could go very, very well for me. I'm really happy that I have Duel of Wits. That's actually going to allow me to draw into a few more ploys this round, hopefully. Yeah, I'm really not sure why he longboarded me. I would have thought that the Thorns of the Briar Queen would have wanted a side-by-side build so they could get closer to me. What he's done is he's placed a tremendous amount of distance between our fighters. And, I couldn't have asked for a better board setup. So, the Thorns are a very, very difficult warband to play against. They bring a lot of interesting tricks to the table. But we'll see how these defensive orcs go. The one thing that might be bowing in my advantage is the fact that a lot of people expect you to play quite aggressive with the orcs. It's pretty rare to encounter someone who's just going to sit back and turtle. So I'm going to start by... I got objective 2 and 3. I know later in my deck I have Hold Objective 1 and 2 and Hold Objective 3 and 4. I'm going to move on to Objective 5 in hopes that I could play Confused Priorities and switch some objectives on the battlefield. Alright, so there I am holding Objective 5. I'm just going to sit back and wait. And I'm going to see if he will step on to either 1 or 4. Really, I'll recall any one of those objectives and switch it with 5. Because 5's kind of a dead one in my deck. And then I will be in great shape here. If you've ever had trouble playing the Thorns of the Briar Queen, let me know in the comments. There are a lot of interesting strategies and styles to play with them. I would be playing this quite differently if he had the advantageous board setup. So if he had all 3 objectives, I'd be looking to deploy much closer into his end. I'd be making charges and attacks to try and deny all the passive glory he'd be scoring for holding objectives. Alright, there we go. He's given me objective 4. What I'm going to do, and here's my strategy behind it. A lot of players know that there's the card's tactical supremacy. And if I recall objective 1, he's going to think that I'm trying to hold 1 and 2. So since I have hold objective 2 and I don't want him, if he has any push tech, to push me off, I'm going to recall objective 4 to make him think that I'm going for a 3-4 scenario, and hopefully score then my 1 singular glory for this hold objective 2. So confused priorities is going to go down now. I'm going to take objective 4 and I'm going to switch it with objective 5. I wanted either one of them, but this way there's a little bit of thought process that goes into making sure he doesn't think I'm too eager about holding objective 2. Because if he's going to try and deny me there's cards that let you push a fighter off the objective, I want him to push me off of one of these objectives. I'd rather give one of those up than give up objective 2. My opponent's taking his time here. He's not exactly the fastest player I've ever played against. I'm going to pass for now. So I played 1 ploy. I still need to get 2 more ploys in to score ploy master. But I'm going to try to make him again think I really want to hold objective 3 and 4. So I'm going to move on to it. If this player, I mean, he's rank 6. If this player really knows anything about the game, he should be expecting me to try to score tactical supremacy 3 and 4. And I'm really trying to make it look like that's what I'm going after here. I am, however, really hoping he plays a power card so I can play Duel of Wits, and that'll be my second ploy played. It'll let me draw 2 more cards, and then I could be in a position to very easily score Ploy Master and get a nice solid 5 glory starting round. So let's see what he tries to do here with his second activation. He drew a power card, okay. Come on, play a ploy. Play a ploy. Part of my strategy here kind of hinges on him. I need him to play a ploy because the game will not let me play this card because it's a reaction card. It can only be played in that reaction window. So for my third, again, in not trying to look too eager to get on objective 2, I'm going to draw a power card in hopes that I could get that third ploy. Drew a gear. But still counting on that Duel of Wits, hoping he gives it to me. Not a very exciting game so far because there's not a lot of attacks or killing, but it's what happens when you play a defensive build, is you're really trying to let your opponent come into you. I'm using round 1 to essentially bait him. And if he's playing objectives, it's kind of strange that he's not trying to get on objectives in my end and really trying to come at me. So we'll see what happens. Queen can move 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she can't even get close enough to really do anything. He's in a bit of a tough spot. What key did I get? If this fighter's holding objective 2? Oh, what a great key to have in this game. Alright, power step. Play a power card. I don't think he realizes it, but he's denying me a glory if he does not play a power card. Yes, sidestep. Thank you. Alright folks, that's going to guarantee me That's absolutely going to guarantee me scoring my 3 ploys now. Alright. It's too bad that he wasn't beside a fighter here, and I could have played Confusion and switched her back even further. What I might do, though, is play Confusion and get the Everhanged back with that Chain Rasp. Very nice. Alright, I got my 3 ploys. I'm very happy with that. I love my turn, and I love Brutal but Cunning. I can attack and then push away. But what I'm going to do is let's move on to Objective 2 and pray that I can score Supremacy. Also, guys, brand new to content creation. This is only my 2nd ever video attempt to use a green screen. Surprisingly more complicated than I thought to get up and running. I've still got some lighting issues. I got some weird fading in this area in my corner, but I've actually purchased a light kit to try and help work with some of that. Okay, so he made an attack and he did damage. I wonder if I can react with my turn and push back on. No. I think the game's realizing I can't make another attack action. Alright, so he declined my Supremacy. That's unfortunate. Still score, hold Objective 2 and Ploy Master, which I will take. Now the big question, do I hold on to Supremacy? It's 3 glory. That is so hard to give up, especially when I have 3 objectives so nicely put in my end. That is a tough call. I'm going to hold on to it. Now, Shadowed Key's got to go on to Basha. And then I'm going to put Incredible Strength on Gurzag. I would have loved to put the Awakened Weapon on him, but I needed 1 more glory. So I'm going to discard that because I want as many ploys in my hand as possible to let me do as much board manipulation in the next round. Ooh. Okay. I can live with this. I can definitely live with this. Dazzling Key, hold Objective 4. Very nice. So he didn't score anything, and he's discarded hold Objective 2. He's discarded Chosen Champion, because he's not scoring any glory, so he can't get that. He's already discarded almost half of his objective deck, and he scored nothing in round 1. I'm in pretty good shape here. Pretty good shape indeed. Alright, what did I get? I got Defensive Strike. Ooh. If my leader can kill his queen, which he's doing 4 damage now because he's got a 3 damage attack plus Incredible Strength. That'll score me these 2 cards, and then I'm going to go for that Supremacy for 3 glory. Alright, he gets to choose who goes first. I'm quite interested to see what he's going to decide here. My plan here, if you see what's in my hand, I'm going to use this distraction to push his queen to there, to allow my leader to just make attacks over and over again without having to commit to a charge. He's decided to go first. Alright. I hope he just does something reckless, like charge onto Objective 4. I want him to maybe get greedy and try to kill Bonekutta, and then that way Gurzag can just pound on the Briar Queen. The nice thing is if he makes an attack at Gurzag, I can react with my turn, because there's no way he's doing 5 damage, and then get a free attack back. Killing this queen is almost essential here. Okay, he's gone on guard. I don't like that. That makes it actually kind of hard to hit her. Well, let's play distraction. And let's bring her right into smashing range. Okay, Duel of Wits. Phenomenal card. If you guys aren't running Duel of Wits in your deck, put it in your deck. Some players think it's almost a waste because it's a ploy that doesn't actually let you do anything. Oh, but when it lets you draw into a card, it might be the card you need to win this game. See, now he gets to push all my fighters. He's going to push Gerzeg away and force me into a charge. He's going to push me off the objectives. Oh, that was well played. Well played indeed. I got to think through my strategy a little bit more now. That card, that Howling Vortex, is so powerful. Like, he's just disrupted all that work I did to get on objectives in round 1 has just been eliminated by one card. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. So, can't afford to miss this attack. Oh, what to do, what to do, what to do. Let's charge with Bone Cut onto the objective. Alright. Made her weak. And I'm just going to pass and leave her right there. I know that it's going to inspire her, but... Ooh. I actually could run away. Play Cunning but Brutal and scurry away onto Objective 3 so that she doesn't have the ability to attack him back one shot and prevent her from inspiring. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's force her into a charge. I really want her to attack Gerzeg, damage him, so I can push back and attack with my turn. But we'll see what happens. Supremacy is not looking very likely. Although I could charge onto Objective 4, hopefully kill her, and then use one of my later actions to move Basha back onto Objective 2. So, there's hope for this hand yet. But that Howling Vortex that hurt. Alright, his second activation. Let's see what he's going to do. Okay, making an aggressive charge. And missed. Oh, I could not ask for a better result there. Now, the only thing that's really unfortunate is I can't charge onto an objective. So I'm not going to score Supremacy. I just don't see a way to make that happen. Haka and Basha do not have enough accuracy to take her out, plus to score Biga in the best, I need my leader to do it. So, let's make a charge. No! Oh, now I have 2 dead objectives in my hand. Oh. Well, there is a classic example of what happens in a dice game. You can just whiff. That's 2 dice rolling on hammers, so that's a 50-50 chance on 2 dice to roll a success, and I gloriously failed it. I mean, I still got a chance to score defensive strike, but I will say what has happened right now in this round is actually really unfortunate. He's got enough activations left, he can move on to that objective and score a supremacy. Oh, I'm not happy with how that went. I'm not out of the game. I got a 2 glory lead, so he's got to play catch up. But I need Basha or Haka to get a kill here. Let's see. Haka hits on 2 dice on swords, and Basha is also hitting 2. Those are terrible attack profiles. But I need to score defensive strike. So attacking the queen it is. No! I rolled 2 successes. Oh. Man. It's funny, after round 1 I was thrilled with board placement and how this game was going, and here I am relying on pathetic little Basha to try, and man, I hope he can take her out, because if he gets to go into the next round, okay, this could be good. I could score my turn here. Okay. Damages a friendly fighter, push them, and make an attack action. See, I can actually push him and make an attack action with anyone. So I could try to attack the queen, but I could also try to attack the chain rasp, which is a lower damage profile. Yeah. I can't risk him scoring supremacy for being on 3 objectives, so I'm going to push him to there and then make an attack on this chain rasp. And since I'm inspired, I get to reroll. There we go. Score defensive strike, and I'm going to score Biga and the best. Oh, it's too bad I can't get on objective 4 for tactical 3-4. That would have been nice. And I still have 1 activation left, so I can still try to take his queen out, which is his biggest threat on my board. I'm going to hold... I'm going to hold off on putting any gear on any of my fighters right now. Alright, Basha. You have 1 job, and that is to not miss. There we go. It would not surprise me if my opponent concedes at this point, because I'm winning 5-0. He's lost his most valuable fighter. I'm going to be crazy and jack up Gurzag, so he's never going to kill Gurzag. Pretty safe to say. I don't know what he could do to come back from this. I hope he doesn't concede. I always like it when I can play games out right to the very end. It just gives you the opportunity to see if the rest of your deck is going to flow well and operate. So I'm actually, whoever this guy is, I'm very grateful he has not conceded right now. Little pro tip for the community. Don't give up on your games. Play them to the end. It's way more rewarding for the person who gets that win when they actually get to play right to the end of round 3. So Supremacy, which I held on to since the beginning of the game, I'm going to hold on to again. And I might be able to score Supremacy and Tactical 3-4 plus a couple of keys. The way this is going, this could be like a 15-16 glory game for me. Alright. Wow, he still scored nothing. Well, this this video is definitely going onto YouTube because there's not a lot of people that think you could beat Thorns the Briar Queen with the Orks. So I'm going to put the Dazzling Key, holding Objective 4 at the end of the game, on Gurzag. Park his butt right there. Try to score Supremacy, 3-4. Get Basha with his key onto Objective 2. And I won't hold Objective 5, but that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 glory I can score next round. Alright, who's going to go first? Good question. Oh, could I get onto Objective 5? No. I'm going to make him go first. Let's see what he does. Yeah. Oh, well, I called it. I said he would probably concede. It happens. I kind of get it. I mean, if you know you're going to lose, there was no coming back from that game. 6-0. What's unfortunate is that's not the representation of how this game was going to go. I had 9 glory that I was going to score. I was going to discard Objective 5 and hopefully draw into something else that I could score. That was going to be a 15 plus glory round if I didn't even get any kills. So there you have it, folks. That was a great example of taking the Orks, which, in my opinion, they are not an overly powerful warband. I haven't seen a lot of players getting a lot of wins with the Orks. I've seen a lot of people be really frustrated. They try to run a lot of aggression, but it's so easy to lose a fighter real quick, and they don't have a lot of great combo cards. And so this is a great example of playing defensively, holding objectives, and just taking on kills as your opponent comes baited towards you. Rather than chase them around the board, let them come at you, and if they don't, freely move on to the objectives and pick up lots of passive glory. I hope this deck inspires you. I hope you're encouraged to try different playstyles. Don't feel like because you're playing Orks that are barbaric and love to run and bash things in, the whole lore of the community is to be very aggressive with Orks. Realize that the complexities of this game is you can play very, very different styles, and it catches your opponents off guard. A great example of that is this game. My opponent longboarded me because he expected me to come running at him. And by doing that, he made a huge tactical mistake where he gave me an ideal board setup. I got to have all 3 objectives. I was only ever really challenged by his queen, and she obviously got punished hard for coming into that little trap. So that was just textbook perfect play, catching your opponent off guard, taking out one of the really powerful warbands in the Briar Queen, and coming up with, I mean, he scored nothing, so I consider that a decisive win. Again, these videos here, folks, are to inspire you. If you would like to talk tactics or strategy or deck building, please shoot me a comment. Also, I am open to doing collaborative videos. If anyone likes to play a game, we can mic up through Discord, and I would love to record a video with any one of my followers. Get you some time on YouTube as I figure out this whole content creation thing. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are inspired to try out new builds and experiment with the Iron Skulls boys. Thank you very much, folks, and have a good night.